This morning we're going to be looking at a 2004 Range Rover Vogue. Brakes. Lots of fun. Okay, firstly, first time doing it, I bought a whole kit, didn't know what I was dealing with. Glad I did, because look, there's a wind back one. And this really was pushback, not so much wind back. Jack up. I don't like using these scissor jacks, so I've got a bit emotionally blocked, not doing nothing. I've got a good old 3-ton jack with support, and the tyre. A bit controversial putting a tyre underneath a motor, but end of the day, tyre, legs, tyre, legs. Yeah, I think I'd rather squash the tyre. However, it's up, it's supported, top the front wheels, and leave it in park because it's an automatic. Anyway, so far so good. At the back here where it's connected in, 15mm bolts, 2 of, nothing major to be honest with you, little bits and bobs for the jack, and these are the old brake pads, not that bad compared to the new ones. I suppose you can see there's quite a big difference. They're very crumbly, they were sticking. I could hear it when I was reversing and they were like wee all the time. So I got told that it's not the piston, unlike little motorbikes. On the motorbikes, the piston, generally, you know, you need to service that. On these ones, it's so much brake dust that it gets in all these bits here, all around here. So what I'm going to do is briefly wire brush it, and lots of copper grease, maintenance spray, clean it all up, put it back together again, and away I go. And a sensor came on for me, so I bought a new sensor as well, which is on the other side, but it didn't look that bad. So I think it's a case of Range Rover stroke BMW, which would be loads of money. But so far it's been alright. Jacking it up it's quite a heavy car, that's why I used the original jack. I should have some axle grind thingies, axle stands in. That would have been really helpful, but I thought this is good enough. It's on my drive. I haven't put my legs under there. Big old air suspension, very good condition. Might give that a wipe over. Lots of stuff under here. Now you know why they are so good when you drive them. I was going to actually dump it down and then jack it up, but I thought I'd just use the original stuff. I mean, that's what it's there for. Probably not for prolonged use, so I need to stop chatting and get on with this. So anyway, there you go. Brakes, pretty easy. 2 15mm bolts, wiggle it off, comes off, slip them out, put the old jet wind tool, and this one I did clockwise. I bought a little kit from eBay, very very cheap, amazing really, didn't expect it to last. The price I paid I expected actually to be made of aluminium foil, but it wasn't. It done the job, it wound it right back. And I'm going to clean up everything before I put all this back together again. To be honest with you, actually really piss easy. I've had a lot harder ones before, Renaults, where you're sitting there and you're winding it back. Even a very nice ledge to rest it on. You know, Renaults falling over here and there and you having to hold it for your legs and so on. So yeah, use the shelf that's there, clean it all up, copper grease everywhere when you're finished with it, and hopefully when I do the other side, I'll have it all sorted. I may even try and link 2 videos together next time when I'm jacking it up and so on. So that'll be it for today. Renault brakes. Idiot Renault. Range Rover brakes. Nice and easy. Check out my videos. Bye. Alright, don't be afraid of being a bit brutal. Take it apart. Give it a good old scrape. And I mean wire brush it, screwdriver. Take it apart, scratch it. Obviously be careful of this bit here, but get rid of all the crap in there. You need to do that. And this wire brush, I mean look at the floor. Hands. Don't be afraid, it's cast, ain't going to go nowhere, but give it a good old clean. That's the main thing. Clean it all up and then copper grease the parts, WD them, clean them all up, and you should have no problems with this brakes. Part 2. Obviously, copper grease, cleaned all these up, so ready to go back on. That's a nice big gap, that will fit on nicely. Wound it back nicely, everywhere's greased. And actually, the fact now it moves really easy. I'm really happy with that. I will check the old brake fluid. It wasn't on full, but obviously I've wound that back quite a bit, so you do have to check the brake fluid afterwards to make sure it's alright. But yeah, a lot of crap off there. Just a good clean. I haven't gone too mental, but it's free motion now. And I've put too much copper grease everywhere, then I suppose brake dust will clog up with that, and some mechanic will say that's the problem in the first place. So nice big gap. That is all ready to go back on. Yeah, quite happy with that. Have a go at the other side in a bit. Getting it back in here head underneath now, 2 bolts. I found that my socket got the bottom one, I had to get a 15mm spanner to get the other one, this one, because of the pipe. So I'm going to wind them back in a minute. We'll say one little tip: if you're not wearing goggles when you're scraping it away, and you've got to blow it all and stuff like that, if you're not wearing goggles, shut your eyes when you're blowing it. That in your eyes really hurts. I mean, it's just crap. I've had it many times before when you get it in your eyeball and you're sitting there optrexing and everything else. So either shut your eyes when you're blowing it, or do wear them idiot goggles, you know, look a bit of an idiot, but it is quite handy. So anyway, yeah, for an update, do not forget, put this clip back on. I nearly just did. Always handy though, look at the other side before you put it back together again, just to make sure the same way. I put them in there, I actually forgot it, and I wondered why they were moving this around. So it's a screwdriver, which is this one. When you push them in there, just leave it back over there, and then pop them in, make sure it's secure. Now, that's not moving anywhere. So, there you go. One side done, the other side should be the same, except I said I've got that bit to plug in. That's what's telling me that there was a problem in the first place. Let's see if I can stick all these videos together, and go from there. But I'm happy, yeah, just a bit more cleaning, wiping up here and there, and I think I'll put a little ball back on and job. Nice little tip today: when you're undoing these, short little bar, stand on it, use your weight, jump up and down a little bit when it's just still on the ground though, and undo them gently and then jack it up, and it comes off really easy. Don't try using all your might, it's going to hurt your shoulders. Same as doing them up. They use an air gun at the shops. Put your weight back on it again, nice and tight, and then happy days.